Hello and welcome. Tonight I want to take you on a gentle journey through a quiet evening where the smallest details can feel surprisingly comforting. Imagine settling into your favorite chair, the night stretching softly around you, and noticing a single light glowing steadily across the street, just enough to make the world feel quietly shared. Let's take a calm, unhurried walk through this peaceful night together. It's one of those evenings that arrives quietly, without asking for attention. The kind where the street outside seems to exhale as the day lets go. Dusk has already passed, and the sky has settled into a soft, deep blue that feels familiar and unhurried. Inside, there's a gentle comfort in being home. The air is still, the rooms are calm, sounds come and go in small, ordinary ways. A distant car passing, the faint hum of a building settling into the night. Nothing is demanding to be noticed. From where I'm sitting, the window frames a simple view of the street across the way. The buildings stand close enough to feel like quiet neighbors, close enough that their lights become part of the evening scenery. I've seen them all so many times that most of them fade easily into the background. And then, almost without intention, my eyes rest on a single window across the street. It's softly lit, not bright, not harsh, just a warm, steady glow that seems to have been there all along. I don't remember when it turned on, and that feels perfectly fine. It doesn't interrupt the night, it simply joins it. The light stays where it is, calm and patient, as if it belongs to the rhythm of the evening. It doesn't ask questions, it doesn't offer answers, it's just there, sharing the quiet in its own small way. I remain where I am, letting the night continue at its gentle pace, aware now of that single glowing window, the street resting between us, and the slow comfort of another evening settling in. The neighborhood at night has its own quiet language. The buildings stand close together, worn in familiar ways, their shapes softened by shadow and distance. Windows are scattered across the facades like small, settled thoughts, some lit, some already resting in darkness. The street below moves slowly, if it moves at all. A car passes now and then, its sound fading almost as soon as it arrives. Somewhere nearby, a door closes. Farther off, a voice drifts and disappears. These sounds are gentle and expected, part of a pattern that rarely asks to be noticed. Evenings here tend to repeat themselves. The same lights appear at similar hours. The same quiet returns after the day has finished speaking. There's comfort in knowing what the night will bring, in recognizing the rhythm without needing to follow it closely. From one night to the next, very little changes, and because of that, small details stand out in soft ways, not sharply, not urgently, just enough to be acknowledged. That steady light across the street becomes part of this familiar scene, noticeable without being unusual, present without asking for meaning. It settles into the neighborhood's rhythm the way everything else does, as the night continues on at its unhurried pace. The evening continues in familiar ways. Small movements done without much thought carry the night forward. Water warms, a cup is chosen. The quiet clink of porcelain settles into the room, soft and reassuring. There is comfort in doing these things the same way each night. A surface is cleared, something is straightened, then left alone. Nothing needs to be perfect. Everything is simply returned to its place. The chair by the window waits as it always does. Sitting down feels natural, like finishing a sentence already halfway spoken. The room grows still again, holding the warmth of the light and the gentle rhythm of the moment. Across the street, the window remains lit. It doesn't change as the evening unfolds here. It stays steady while hands move and then rest. Its quiet presence feels familiar, almost companionable, as if it too is part of a routine being followed without effort. With everything settled, the night opens into a slower stretch of time where noticing becomes easy and nothing asks to be hurried. After a while, the light begins to feel less like something noticed and more like something simply present. Its glow is warm, not bright, the kind of light that seems to rest rather than shine. It softens the edge of the building and blends easily into the night around it. It appears at roughly the same time each evening, not precisely enough to measure, but close enough to feel familiar. By the time the sky has fully darkened, it is already there, steady and unchanging. There is something comforting in the way it holds its place. It doesn't flicker or shift. It doesn't grow stronger or fade away. It remains calm, as if it has settled in for the night just as everything else has. The longer it stays, the more naturally it fits into the view. Like the quiet street below or the distant sounds that come and go, the light becomes part of the night's shape, something the eyes can return to without effort. Time moves gently here, marked by small observations that ask for nothing more than simple attention. With the light holding steady, the mind drifts in quiet directions, not toward questions that need answers, but toward simple wondering. There is a gentle curiosity about the space behind that window and the life moving softly within it. Perhaps someone is finishing their evening much the same way, sitting down after a long day, moving slowly through familiar rooms, letting the night arrive without resistance. The thought feels calm rather than intrusive. It carries no need to know more, just an awareness that another routine is unfolding nearby, separate yet somehow connected by the shared hour and the shared dark. It's easy to imagine ordinary moments happening there, a chair pulled closer to warmth, a lamp turned on and left untouched, quiet choices made without hurry. These thoughts pass through without settling too deeply. They come and go like the distant sounds outside, leaving behind a sense of gentle company and the comfort of knowing the night is being lived in more than one place. In time, the light becomes something slightly more than a detail, yet never quite a mystery. It rests in the mind as a small, open question, one that feels comfortable remaining just as it is. There is no pull to look closer, no reason to imagine more than what is already visible. The glow offers enough on its own, asking nothing beyond quiet acknowledgement. Some questions do not need to be carried forward. They can sit gently alongside the evening, like the steady sounds of the street or the familiar weight of the room. This one feels like that. So the thought is left untouched, not set aside, not pursued, simply allowed to remain, soft and untroubled as the night continues to unfold at its own unhurried pace. As the night moves on, the neighborhood begins to soften even more. Sounds that were once occasional grow fewer, then fade entirely. The street settles into longer stretches of quiet, broken only by the most distant movement. The darkness deepens around the buildings, drawing their outlines closer together. Windows that were once lit gradually dim, one by one, until only a few remain. The street below feels calm and held, as if wrapped in stillness. Through it all, the light across the way stays exactly the same. Its glow feels steadier now, framed by the darker night that has gathered around it. It doesn't stand out sharply, it simply remains. There is comfort in that continuity, the sense that while much of the neighborhood has drifted into rest, something gentle is still awake, sharing the same quiet hours as the night continues to deepen. One evening, something small shifts within that familiar glow. It's easy to miss, just a soft change, lasting no more than a moment. The light dims slightly, then returns, as if someone has moved gently through the room. At first, it barely registers. The night continues, unbothered. But on another evening, around the same quiet hour, it happens again. A brief shadow passes, a pause in the glow, then stillness. There's nothing startling in it, no clear shape, no defined movement, only the faint suggestion of life unfolding on its own calm schedule. The moment feels ordinary, almost comforting, like noticing a pattern without needing to name it. The light remains steady once more, and the night carries on, leaving the sense of a routine quietly repeating itself beyond the window. It's the kind of detail that doesn't ask to be held onto. It appears, then gently lets go. The light settles back into its place, warm and unchanged, as if nothing has interrupted it at all. The mind registers the moment, not as an answer, but as a soft hint of ordinary movement. Someone standing up, someone passing by. A simple action, repeated night after night without thought. There's ease in recognizing that rhythm. Nothing new needs to follow from it. The night remains calm, the window remains lit, and the hours continue to move forward in their quiet, familiar way. In the quiet that follows, a simple understanding settles in, not all at once and not in words, just a gentle sense that feels right enough to rest with. The light belongs to someone living their evening in much the same way, moving slowly, pausing often, letting familiar habits guide the night without thinking too much about them. There's comfort in that thought, the idea that routines unfold side by side, separate yet steady, shaped by the same passing hours. No story needs to be filled in, no details need to be known. The understanding doesn't close anything off, it simply softens the space between one window and another, allowing the night to feel shared in a quiet, uncomplicated way. By now, the light no longer feels like a curiosity. It has become part of the evening, a quiet companion that doesn't ask for attention. Its presence is steady, gentle, familiar. I finish the small tasks that mark the end of my night. The cup of tea is emptied, the chair is left in its usual place, and the room feels settled around me. The window across the street holds its glow, calm and unchanging, as if it has been waiting for no one in particular. Turning away from the window, I feel a soft ease in the chest. The night feels shared, though quietly, without words or acknowledgement. There is comfort in knowing that another life moves in a rhythm similar to my own. And with that thought, the evening gently winds down, the room and the street both carrying their stillness as the night continues on. As I settle into the quiet of the night, there is a gentle thought that lingers. Small, steady details, the glow of a single window, the familiar rhythm of the street, the routines that move without fanfare, can make even the darkest hours feel softly shared. There is a comfort in knowing that life continues quietly, in patterns both seen and unseen, that behind each window, behind each door, someone else is moving gently through the evening, carrying their own familiar habits and small moments of calm. With that thought, the body and mind begin to release their hold on the day. The room feels warmer, the night feels closer, and the quiet becomes something to rest in rather than just observe. And as I drift towards sleep, there is a simple appreciation for the unseen connections all around. The routines, the lights, the small gestures that go unnoticed, but that remind us in their gentle way that we are not alone in the night.